Is that the
them
zip
out
I
into
just
your
sent you?
directory.
Did you just extract a couple hundred maps into an open directory?
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh no.
I'll fix that all later.
Yeah.
Useful, very least.
Mm.
Couple of hundred maps? Could I have that as well, please?
Just go to
What was that?
battle map here.
A couple of hundred maps. Could I have that as well, please?
Yeah, sure.
Thank you.
I just want to see the exact number. 111 files. So.
Please.
Yep. Message. And bonk. Bonk. Ah! We're live, people.
Oh.
Hello!
Oh, no.
Welcome back to Mischief at Witchlight. I'm your host, Jarn, who is very distracted today.
We have been live for a minute.
Welcome to our random conversations when you're not aware of us, or we're not aware of you, anyway.
I had one job.
To be fair, I tend to monitor stuff too, and I wasn't, so.
Mm.
We promised chaos and mischief here, and here you have it.
All right, you guys ready to make some mischief?
Always.
Already going.
Yeah.
Too true. All right, what do you guys remember from last week?
So we made it into Hither. We appeared on a bridge, saw a balloon that went down somewhere, got down into like the mushroomy tree bits, which are apparently floodplains. We had our first combat, which was exciting. One guy ran off, and we left another one tied to a tree in an area that's about to flood eventually.
He may have vented some of her bad day on the iron gun.
Yep. So Heather was ruled by a hag named Lorna, something or other.
Belvorna Blightclaw, yes.
Okay. And we were heading towards the tower to stay out of the water.
Okay. Alright. What are the kids doing in the meantime?
Well, T had rounded them up to head towards the tower, so... That was what they were doing, was being rounded up to go to the tower.
Yep, he ran off with them and left us to deal with the Harangon, and we decided to leave him.
Okay, I'm gonna have you guys. I'm gonna have the kids make a survival check.
It's wisdom?
Yep, that's a
Yes.
wisdom saving throw.
They're saving throw, is it? Or check? I mean, it's the same value.
It's a check.
Jaxie's skill list isn't showing up. So I am just going to roll her wisdom. Why is Jaxie's character sheet changed styling?
I think because I updated the module.
Yeah, I
Which-
now can't read half her stuff because it's...
Okay, why on earth did those not show up? Only because her sheet is an NPC sheet, not a...
Yeah,
Okay.
and it's put the sheet into dark mode and I can't actually use the legacy sheet on her. I can't... There we go. I couldn't read her stuff.
Huh. Alright. Well, you know what? Okay, well, I'm going to say, Relt and Jaxie, you guys find a couple things here, and let's see what you find. Okay. So, Relt, while the battle was going on, you found a minty 3-leaf clover. It is edible. And Jaxie, you find an orange flower. You can just hear it whisper, "Eat me."
I mean, like... Yeah, I can't put Rashida. Jaxie is going to just eat it.
Okay. So, the head of the flower is a little tart. But as soon as you get to that stem, it's nice and sweet.
Hey, this is really tasty.
Oh, I've mine's not telling me to eat it, but I'll eat mine as well.
I like this almost as much as the mushroom.
Okay. Uh... Relt, you... almost... it feels like hearing, but it's not quite hearing. It's almost like the world's kind of opened up.
Okay.
You're not quite sure what's going on there. Alright, if I remember right, the water was starting to rise, and you were headed towards Slanty Tower. Now, thankfully, I don't think there's any rules about navigating. Okay. So, go ahead and give me... I'm assuming you're probably all going to be carrying the kids in one way or another.
Yeah.
So go ahead and give me an athletics check.
Oh, yay. I actually have a positive modifier in that.
Athletics,
30,
I do
20.
not. Oh, 18. That's not bad. Oh no.
Alright. So... T and Parser, you two have been through places like this before. It's not your first swamp. Joker, you managed to find a tree root, and you do trip a little. But you all are able to make it to Slanty Tower. Joker, you're a little muddy. The water is currently up to your waist.
So, it's a foot deep.
Yes.
Also, Joker, you're still muted. Psh.
Yeah, Fish, you are currently muted.
Oh, I was muted this whole time. That's so
Yes.
embarrassing.
Yes, you are.
What was the
Just
last
thought you were
thing
being
you
quiet.
heard me say?
Nothing.
We didn't.
You got in the call and hit mute.
No, that's my bad.
Hey, it happens. It happens. One spent most of a call by pure accident. That was a fun. That was actually a fun game, though. Anyways, so
My question was it up to our waste or to parsers?
I'd say
Parsons.
T, but T is also small, if I remember right.
Yeah, T is
Yeah.
3 foot. So, waist deep is a foot of water.
Alright, so. Yep. You all are now on. Arriving at Slanty Tower. You see a crumbling tower rising out of the swamp, leaning at such an angle that it threatens to keel over. Black brambles surround the base of the tower and cling to its lower half. Hanging from the crenellations on the lower side of the tower peak is a large woven basket at the end of a tangle of ropes and tattered fabric. The basket dangles 30 feet above the surface of the swamp. You do see an open door.
Is the open door on the downhill slope or the uphill slope?
There's no actual map for it, but, well, judging by this here.
Hmm.
Come on.
Puppy.
It looks like it is on. Well, that's a closed door, so I'm going to say there's probably a couple doors. There's one on the inward slant and one on the outward slant. If that makes sense.
Yeah. So, oh.
Now, there are brambles.
Hmm.
As
In the
you
way?
get-
Or
Yep.
can we go around it?
You'd have to make your way through it.
Damn. Sure hope no one lives in this place.
That is really inconvenient.
Looks like, yeah, black brambles covering ground within 30 feet of the tower. If you do have a blade, you could probably cut it down.
I have bladed weaponry.
I have a dagger.
Okay. Joker, you do also notice it looks particularly dry.
Oh,
Despite
cool.
the
I'm
rest
gonna
of the water.
fireball.
No, please
Cool, I'm gonna firebolt
don't
it.
burn it. Don't burn it. It might be the only thing holding this tower up.
If it's the only thing holding this tower up, I don't want to stay in it. So I'm gonna firebolt it.
If it's a case
Roll.
between staying in an unstable tower and drowning, is it worth it?
You toss a firebolt, unfortunately just a little off, and it splashes into the water, creating a nice little hiss.
Joker? Please don't burn the brambles. We can cut through the ones in our path and just deal with it. Okay? Please?
Okay.
Alright, T, go ahead and give me an attack roll here. You do need to get through 6 sections.
Okay. 16 plus 6 is 22.
Alright, that'll do it.
I need to roll 5 more times?
You also need to roll damage, because this does have,
Okay.
wish there was something I could put out. Actually, you know what? Let's see if I can make something real quick.
You just deal sneak attack damage to Bram. You can't move.
It auto rolls.
Alright. No, it's technically not humanoid, but I'm not going to bother changing much. Wait, why did I create this as... Nope, don't want to delete that. Want an NPC, not a PC. Has 15 points and an AC of... Where the heck did they put the AC on this?
Vines are typically between 9 and 14. So,
Um, um, mm. Yeah,
they might not have put the AC on it. It was annoying, but yeah.
okay, there we go. Alright. So, because I don't... See if I've got any good things just sitting out here. Oh, no, that's initiative. Get pictures, please. Do-do-do-do-do-do. So many tokens. Okay, there we go. That'll do because I got nothing better.
Okay.
Okay. Alright.
Mm.
And let's see here. 14 damage,
I am determining that these vines are my enemy and procking swashbuckler sneak attack.
Okay.
they're now your favorite enemy.
That's a ranger thing.
Oh, right.
I'm just annoyed that there's vines, and now they're my enemy.
Alright, well, I'll just do this here, and so I'll stroke a button. There. Yeah.
Okay.
Makes life just a little easier for me.
Fair enough.
So, should we roll initiative against the vines, or
Well, they can't actually do anything, so...
You just want the count for the number of rounds it takes to get through them?
More like I need something to keep track of what actually is and isn't there, so...
Okay.
Alright, so actually...
Well, while you're doing that, I'll roll my second attack.
Alright, so that should 6.
Where's all of them?
That's supposed to be 15 points, not.
There we go.
Okay. Well, that'll do it.
Mhm.
Oh no, okay, so this guy does have. Alright, well. Alright, where did it go? There it is. Alright, so. That one's dead. And you're able to progress 5 feet. Yeah, if someone else wants to do something, they can do that.
Yeah, I will shoot an Eldritch Blast at it and command my familiar to attack it with its sword.
It's not a creature.
It's not a creature. I can't shoot it. Can I do anything? Do I have any abilities against?
Oh, Parser, let me help you cast
Well-
Eldritch Blast. I'm gonna. Look, I can cast Eldritch Blast too. And I firebolt one.
How dare away from them setting them all on fire.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and roll damage on that.
Hmm.
5 fire damage.
Okay, so these seem to be pretty dry, but not quite dry enough. You managed to burn away a good deal of it, but there's still quite a bit left there.
And you were worried that they're gonna all go up in flames.
Yes, I'm worried they're all gonna go up in flames. I'm covered in fur. It's extremely flammable. Ah. Does Passer have any attacks that don't require a creature target?
Sort of. You can command the familiar to use a longsword,
That works.
but I think
Oh
it only
my.
does like 1 damage, so we'll see how
so
that
many
goes.
attacks.
Borrow my
1, 2,
dagger,
3.
Parser.
Actually,
It
he
might
does
be
have a
bit
dagger.
small for you.
He uses his own dagger.
Okay, so, yeah, I'd have to see what that does. Let me take a look at your character sheet here. Yes. Go
And I
away.
roll dagger. Or longsword.
You sent it to the chat so many times.
Oh, have I? Oh,
Yeah.
whoops.
Stop clicking the icon for
Yeah.
it. You're not rolling the
Sorry,
attack.
I-
You're sending the information of what a longsword
Yeah.
is.
It's a longsword.
Okay.
There you go. So these seem to be a
After
little
all
more.
of that,
After patiently explaining to the brambles what a longsword is and then showing it to them, it doesn't do them any damage.
Oh dear. And nobody has an axe, which would be really
Ooh.
handy. Or a machete, which would be much even handier. Or a sickle, which would
Yeah.
also be handy.
no, not at all.
Okay, so
Ooh, yeah, you are not equipped for this.
No.
You do not have a spell that can really do much against these guys.
I will press
You say
to
these
take-
guys as if these brambles will attack us or something.
Well, they're not going to. They're not really. They're just brambles, but still.
Are they magical, as in would non-magical fire help?
Don't think so. Parser, you hear someone call, just whisper out, "Psst, hey there, I need your help."
Yeah, so as he's unable to do much against the brambles, he spins around looking for the sign of the voice.
Up here.
Up where? Where are you?
The basket.
He sends his familiar to fly up and have a look in the basket.
All right. See here. You, what your familiar sees. Here, have to. Wish I could just see here. No. Okay. So what your familiar sees is this guy right here. Oh, hello there. You see, I'm in a bit of a bind, as you can observe. I, Sir Talavar, as one of the Summer Queen's loyal servant, ask that you free me. You see, I was in the midst of a daring escape from the fire of Alvarna Blight Straw, when our balloon was set upon by an ill wind and sent plummeting to its current unfortunate location. My pilot, the Honorable Wigglewog, did not survive, unfortunately. I've been trapped up here a while now. Please, I must tell my queen of the fall of Prismir.
I'm sorry to hear that. How do we get you down? So he'll explain the situation to the rest of the group.
Huh? He's in that balloon basket?
Yes.
Oh, his balloon must be the one that went down.
Yes, I did point it out.
Do you give us a
Fairy
physical,
dragon, much like the one that we...
do you give us a physical description of this character?
Those children I see down there. Do keep a close eye on them. You see, there are a couple of serpents asleep in the brambles just outside the door. If you wake them up, they
Hold. And go.
So you say there were serpents up there? Serpents down here?
Yeah.
Yes, right by the door. I'd hate to have anything happen to the children. I mean, legend has it that children aren't allowed to be hurt here, but still, I'd hate for them to be frightened at, those serpents.
We would rather not test that.
If the kids are anything like me when I was a kid, then I don't think fear is the first thing they think of when they meet the serpents.
So, does anyone have any way that we can use to try and get him down?
Let me think. Really wish I didn't use up all of my spells in the carnival.
Oh, it looks like the stream's down again.
Yep.
No, it should be up. It just, you might just be finally catching up with the...
Ah, there we go.
buffer.
Alright. Well, at the moment you probably can't do a lot as he's clear up here. Come on. And you guys are down here at the bottom amongst the brambles.
Hmm. Does the good sir not have wings?
Well, I'm sort of locked in here. Yeah, so didn't mention this earlier,
Locked
but
in?
yes. So basically, there's like a silver bird cage that he's inside.
Oh, right.
Wait, how big is
And
this
it
guy again?
is locked. He's not huge.
Okay, we're not huge, so doesn't say anything to me.
I know. He's a violet fairy dragon. They're considered tiny.
Mm.
So yeah, he's probably about the same size as Oxy.
Okay. We will try to get you out. We are struggling to do so at the moment.
Well, let's just climb the tree.
Let's...
It's no big deal. I'm sure one of us can climb a tree
Well, let's...
between the three of us.
We have very limited time with this water rising.
Right.
Yes, and especially with
Parser, how about you climb up the tree and we'll clear out the bramble?
Yeah, that sounds like a better use of our actions.
Okay, yeah, yes, I'll do that. So Parser's going to do so, and he's going to have Oxy help every step of the way if he can.
Okay.
Also, Passer, ask him this if there's a lock on the cage.
Is there a lock on the cage?
Yes, there is.
Alright, I will...
Why am I asking that? Why can't you ask yourself?
Well, because I'm using my brain. Here, take these. I'll hand Passer my thieves' tools. See if you See if you can unlock
I don't know
it.
if Oxy is as good as you are with those things.
See if you can unlock it. If you can't, just grab the entire cage and bring them all to me.
Okay, I'll do so. So, in fact, can we have Oxy try with thieves' tools? What's its dex? So it would be a +4 for Oxy to try, or a +2 for me to try. So we are actually better off having Oxy try and unlock them.
Yeah. Because it's only a +6 for me to try.
Yeah, so we'll give the thieves' tools to Oxy and have it try a thieves' tools check, please. So that's a 15.
All right. You see the cage spring open. Oh. Because I'm pretty sure none of you have knock or anything else that
No.
can open locks.
No.
No, we do not.
Alright.
Alright. So.
You see him step out and sort of stretch his wings and, fly down to you. This water's rising quite high, isn't it?
It
It is, yes.
He, well, I suppose I need to give you something. It's a reward for freeing me. Unfortunately, I don't really have anything on me but my sword. Well, perhaps you should have this then. It might be a little big for you, so... Here, Mr. Mr. Kobold.
Who, me?
I offer you...
Oh,
I offer you my sword. I know you didn't actually do much, but, well... to be honest...
That's quite alright, he never does much.
oh wow. I'm so flattered.
Okay, so...
The Dragon Knight is offering me his sword. It's like something in a fairy tale.
So you now have a +1 dagger.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Wow.
It's mostly because I
I
don't know.
feel
if
like
you
I
guys-
want to treasure this.
Okay, we'd best get back to not drowning.
Yes,
Wait, Mr. Sorry, what did you say his name was? Sir.
Sir Talavar.
Where will you go now?
Oh. I totally
Do you
forgot.
have anywhere else? Where were you going in the balloon?
Actually, you know what? We're going to rewind this. I need to actually go back.
Oh,
So
Okay.
even with that high roll there, Oxy does not seem to be able to unlock that cage.
Oh, it's a magic cage. Okay.
Yeah, sorry. I just realized it was a plot thing. I'm sorry. I don't like retconning
No,
stuff, but in this
that's-
case, it's
Oh,
necessary. So
Did anybody
Completely fine.
else just feel like time got wiggly there?
yes, this place is
Oh.
strange. I can't seem to get the lock with Oxy, so I'll climb up. You two keep working on the vines.
Yeah.
Okay.
Come on, let's cut these down.
all right. All right. Go ahead and make another attack roll.
Watch your head.
What's
Okay.
the AC we're aiming for on these vines?
They have an AC of 11.
Oh, good.
So not terribly high, but not small either. All right. So yeah, Joker, you managed to blast through one. T, you feel like you're really getting the hang of it, so
Vines. These are
What you want
nothing.
rolled for climbing?
and you've cleared 10 more feet. You are about halfway to the tower. The water is still rising.
Hmm.
Oh, it's not a check to climb. Okay.
Okay, I don't know why that didn't like that. I'll just small rearrangement there. Okay. Okay. So you've cleared about 15 of the 30 feet. Go ahead and give me a perception check.
Perception. Oop. 12.
13.
Do you want one from me as well, or just from the people on the ground?
You can go ahead and give me one too.
Perception.
Okay, 20.
Good view from up here.
Yes.
Parser, you see some shaking in the far off parts of the brambles closer to the.
In that case, I will call down to alert people of that, being quite specific as to where I'm seeing things shake.
Okay.
Noted.
Noted.
And then I continue climbing, I suppose.
Do we see the snakes now or not?
You don't see them just yet.
Oh well, let's go a little further.
We will slash away. It's a good thing I have such a high bonus to this. I'm just barely hitting.
See, these things bear pretty much no issue to you with your rapier.
Mm.
And Joker, now that you've kind of got your now that you're kind of hitting your stride here, these things are just burning to a crisp easily.
Jeez, do you do garden with that thing?
I mean, while it's normally meant for poking, it still does have a bladed edge.
All right, and with that, you have cleared the brambles, and you are able to take shelter in the slanty tower as the water is rising. It is now about 2 feet high.
Ugh.
Alright,
Come on. Before we take a step forward, let's try to look for the snakes again.
Let's get into the tower. We're about to drown.
No, the front of the tower has snakes hidden near it, is what Halavar said.
That's fine.
If we approach the door, we'll get attacked.
I'd rather be out of the water.
Jeez, snakes in the front and water to our backs. What a hostile place. Okay, we head
We can
towards the door.
We can deal with snakes easy enough.
We approach the door, ready to be ambushed
Alright.
by snakes.
The door's still open. The water's rising. It's probably up to about your chest now. Certainly the kids shouldn't be in it. Unless they like swimming.
No.
No, I don't think so.
No.
Alright, so I'm assuming you all are heading inside?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, Parser's... Did
Parser's
Parser
up.
get down from the tree?
Well, we never really got a resolution to it, did we?
No.
Was I able to climb down with the birdcage?
I'm going to say that yes, you were able to do that. There's nothing
Okay.
inherently magic about the balloon or the ropes themselves, but the birdcage is there. Oh, please do be
in that
careful.
case,
and
yes,
don't, please do be careful. Don't drop me. I'd rather not drown. Came all this way and
yes, I will be trying not to. I am just hold on tight. So he climbs back down carefully and wades over to the door, I guess, holding the
All
cage
right.
above the water.
so. You guys are now inside the tower. It's pretty empty. There's pretty much nothing there. I imagine, though, you probably could take at least a short rest. I mean, you could probably take a long rest if you really wanted to, and it's probably been a bit of a day for everyone.
I think it's probably a good idea if we go up at least one floor.
Yes, I would agree.
I don't
I-
trust that this floor won't flood.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Okay.
And
So-
I'd rather not wake up dead.
I would alert you before it got to that point.
Mm-hmm.
Right, Warforged don't need to sleep, if I remember right.
Or breathe.
Yeah,
Okay.
they don't need sleep, and let me actually find out what the whole thing is. I think they do need to, like, rest somehow.
They go into a low power state, but they don't actually sleep.
Yes, that's right, and it's at that point that Parser, like, uploads experiences to his patron.
Mm.
Okay.
Hmm.
Alrighty then. So you guys can go ahead and take a long rest, or a short rest if you'd prefer.
Hello, long rest.
Yeah, like this. It was like coming on sunrise for our experienced time before we stepped into the Feywild. So
Yeah.
long
And we
rest.
spent a whole day at a carnival right before this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd imagine exhaustion is pretty much almost there, but no.
It's creeping up. We might as well take a long rest. It feels pretty safe.
All right.
Yeah.
What are the kids doing during this long rest?
Well, what's inside the tower, first of all?
There is
They
pretty
probably
much
explored a lot.
nothing. There's pretty much nothing. This tower has been long abandoned. It's pretty much just structure at this point. There's stairs, there's a floor, there's a roof. And a hanging balloon.
Oh my
With
gosh.
So,
Jaxie! This place is so empty!
It is.
Yeah, do you know what it should be filled with?
Traps.
Oh, that's a
no,
good idea.
it doesn't need traps.
You ready, Rel?
It needs
No.
traps. Well, it's
Of
the
course
fun.
it needs
They would just end
traps.
up
Did you
catching
hear
me.
about the snake?
It needs traps. It's
We
so
need traps for the
empty.
snakes. Oh, and to Phil's face.
And
Come on, Rel. What do you say?
But- No, because when Jax is allowed to just build traps, I get stuck in them.
well, it's 'cause
Oh,
you.
it's okay. Jaxie can tell you where she put them. Won't you, Jaxie?
Jaxie looks at you and gives a really long blink.
Won't you, Jaxie?
She just gives another really long blink.
Belt sort of
And I
like
used
retreats
Mr.
back
Escape
and
to say,
stands behind Rusty.
"Won't you actually
What's the
not."
what's the fun if I tell?
Please don't build traps everywhere. Again.
It's okay. She promises to only build snake-sized traps, right?
Yeah. I'll only build snake-sized
We
traps.
just need snake-sized traps.
So traps that can catch a small reptile. He sort of looks
Yes.
down at himself.
Exactly.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
don't like this idea.
Snake-sized traps. With the absolutely zero materials Jaxie has to work with, other than raiding the year of Joker Passer and Tea.
Well, there's the balloon that's hanging on the top of the tower.
Yeah. Jaxie's 100% going to salvage the balloon. Oh god.
Now, the balloon is deflated, but there is still material you could use there.
If you want to, you can steal like most of Parser's stuff. He's got like torches and tinder boxes and things that he'd never use.
So, Jaxie is going to collect as much material as she can carry, which is not very much with a strength of 3. Strength of 4.
It's okay.
Sorry.
I'll help you, Jaxie. And Mr.
So,
Escape can help too.
so 2 kobolds
He can
with a
carry a
strength of
single
4
stick.
each. So it can carry.
I suppose if I'm helping, then I'll see where everything is and I can avoid it.
So,
Yay!
So we're attempting to salvage 60 pounds of material maximum.
I'm sure there's not that much on a balloon.
Oh no, that's our shared maximum carry capacity. So the balloon's mostly balloon, rope, and a wicker basket, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Jaxie is just going to try and untie as much rope as she can from it.
All right. She manages to get a fair amount there.
Okay. And she will attempt to try and take as much material as they can carry off the balloon. And a few strands of the wicker from the basket. She's got no illusions that she can take the entire basket. But, you know,
Okay.
a few armfuls of wicker should be enough.
Okay. You now have some rope and some wicker.
And she is going to set up as many traps as she can around the doorway and Ralph's bed as possible. And
Oh, you're amazing.
and she's using the wicker to act as like a spring, with the rope as like to go against another object or like any bit of material on the building, so that it gets pulled back with the rope, and then when somebody moves the rope, it snaps the wicker down onto whatever moved it.
Okay. Okay. I am trying to create something here. It's not quite working the way I want it to.
And do you want a roll to see what the DC is for Jaxie's traps? It's gonna be light.
Yeah.
Do you want dexterity or dexterity for construction or int for hiding them?
Go ahead and give me, go ahead and Dex.
Yep.
I think, for making them.
Should I
Where?
also
How
have
big?
Relt? Should I also have Relt roll to see how many of them he notices around his bait? Would that be perception?
Yeah. And we'll go with a bit of a roll-off here.
No.
If Jackson will give an int check for how well she's hidden them.
Well, I would say that comes under the dex. The 16, the sleight of hand.
Well, no, the dex is for construction, whereas the int is thinking
Okay.
about how to hide them, which is a
Okay,
17.
so Relt is at Jax's mercy.
I think that was.
Sorry,
not
can't help you.
one.
I don't know where they are either.
Turns out Jaxie is very good at hiding traps. Who'd have thought?
She's been doing it for a long time.
Okay.
A long time in kobold child years.
Yeah.
So this is just something I have here. It's supposed to be modular, but I don't actually know how to do that
You
here. So
do not own any token with vision in this scene.
right, let's fix that.
Ooh! It's a tile section!
Yep, yay.
Yay!
But it works. I think it fits the aesthetic at least.
And every tile is 15 feet?
Uh,
By
yes.
Right. I was just looking at the big grid.
I haven't made any adjustments to it, so everyone's so tiny. That's good.
So this is a very large tower?
It's supposed to be about 50 feet wide. That's probably not.
Yeah, you've got that. You've got a double size then.
Yeah, let's make some adjustments here. I think it was 50 feet.
Well, whose feet were you measuring for this feet unit? Because these are like giant's feet.
um. Here. That did not help.
That went the opposite way. You just made the tower even bigger. So
And that threw everything out of whack. But yeah,
60 by 60 is good enough, I guess.
yeah.
Hey!
I don't
Did
really feel
anybody
like.
else just feel the world go a little wibbly?
Yeah, it's like what happened when.
I felt really, really tiny for a second. Like way
I don't know,
tinier
it
than
felt more
normal.
wobbly to me.
More wobbly for you?
Yeah, more wobbly than wibbly.
Okay. I hope none of my traps went off.
Nope, your traps are still there.
Yay!
Oh, and let's. I need to adjust him.
Ah, he's fine.
Yeah, he's supposed to be small, but. No, he's supposed to be tiny. There we go. He's in his birdcage.
Hmm.
Okay.
Hmm.
Who's keeping watch right now?
Any of the three of us can, I suppose. Like, Parser only needs
Hmm. T
6 hours rest.
T is going to do her best to try and hack the magic lock.
Okay. I don't think you'll be able to pick it.
It's
It looks fairly simple. I'm sure my familiar could pick it.
There's nothing simple about it. This is a very complicated lock. I'll give it a
It's
try.
magically sealed and has to be magically opened, I'm afraid.
I don't believe I have any magic that would be useful here.
Well, there is
At
some
all.
good news. I think I do know where the key is.
Don't tell me it was still in the basket.
No, if only it was that simple. There's a goblin by the name of Jingle Jangle. He has the key to the bird cage. Should be on top of Telemy Hill. As soon as the water recedes, I'm sure we can go and get it.
Hmm.
Is that far? Not
Oh, no.
that we won't go, and just so that we can plan.
No, it's not too terribly far.
Then yes, that sounds like something reasonable.
Hmm. Yes, that's.
So, why are you locked up anyways?
Mostly for safety.
Are you dangerous?
Well,
I think
alright, admittedly,
he just means that being in a hot air balloon with high winds might blow him off.
so
He has wings.
I'm an emissary of Titania, the Summer Queen. I'm here in Prismere to try to persuade Zybilna to ally with her against the Fomorians.
Oh.
Problem is, this place has been seized by the Hourglass Coven. Belvorna trapped me in here, and I can't use any magic to get myself out, or else I'm sure I could do it with just a snap of my fingers. Claws, or whatever you want to call them.
So, the lock was magical. Is the cage? Is it able to be damaged?
It's indestructible.
Hmm.
I see.
I've tried.
I just thought it was worth checking.
No offense intended, but you are very small.
Yes, I am.
How do you fit so much majestic energy into such a small body?
Practice.
Sorry. He said he was an emissary of the Summer Queen, who is named
Titania.
Mm-hmm.
Titania.
Mm-hmm.
And he's, and he's on coming here as an emissary because
The previous ruler.
well, who
of
was
this-
who was he trying to visit? Here.
Zybilna.
No,
Zybilna?
yeah.
Oh. But no one knows where she is. We're looking for Zybilna.
I'm looking for Zybilna.
Zybilna's in the castle. You can see it when the mist is thin. But, well, it's very difficult to get to. I don't know that too many people get to it right now.
Oh.
Well, hey, if we help you out, could we tag along with you to meet her?
Well, I don't see why not.
Oh,
You are fulfilling the rule of hospitality, after all. I mean, it's not your home, but, well, it's no one's home.
No one's home.
That's-
What was this tower built for in the first place?
No one remembers. It was built a long, long time ago. You see the
And
cracks
yet
in
it
the
still
floor.
stands. Really?
Relatively.
Impressive.
I wouldn't try to play bowl. I wouldn't try to bowl in here, but well, it's still more or less standing.
Hopefully it stays standing until we have recovered. So,
That is the hope.
Anyways, we shall take first watch.
I don't mind doing so.
Oh, thank you for volunteering, Parser.
the real question is Parser able to take all watch?
Go ahead and roll perception.
So,
Me.
hang on, let me just make that roll. Perception. So, Sentry's Rest says that you must spend at least 6 hours in an inactive, motionless state rather than sleeping. In this state, you appear inert, but it doesn't render you unconscious, and you can see and hear as normal.
Yeah, it doesn't render
So-
you unconscious, so you're able to. Yeah. So you should be. So Parser should be capable of just being on watch the whole time while taking a long rest.
I think so.
You don't sleep, you
Like-
don't go unconscious, and you're doing a low effort ability, which is sitting there using your passive perception. So,
Sounds right.
Yeah.
All right. So go ahead and give me a perception roll.
Another one?
Oh, sorry, you gave me one. All right. So as the night progresses, or time passes, anyways. Time's a little weird in the Feywilds. Never quite sure how much time has passed. You hear the hiss of a couple of. Let's go ahead and see if they're able to get through Jaxie's traps. Not with those rolls.
jeez.
You hear the snapping of ropes that you weren't really aware were being placed around. And there are now two very large constrictor snakes in the air. All right. And we'll. Kids are all. Okay. Come on. There we go. Let's go ahead and add you guys to the initiative here. And let's go ahead and roll for initiative.
Okay. This feature is still not working properly, so add 2 to my initiative roll.
So I will have a 11 and... could I have an Oxy token, please?
Yeah, give me a moment. I always forget these guys. For some reason. There's Oxy. Let's add Oxy. Oxy has their own initiative?
They do,
Wonderful.
so
No
they can
problem.
have a
Okay, here we go. Now it's actually working.
They're going to be going first, pretty much, apparently.
Okay.
Alright.
So.
Alright. And
That should be
parser, you
16,
got
yeah.
one. Your initiative should be 16?
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know why does yours say player 2? Oh, that's how you do it. Okay. Going to update that on here. Your initiative is 16.
Mm.
And let's just get a couple of enemies in here. Where did I put those? Oh, there it is.
Some large constrictor snakes that have been yoinked by Jaxie's trap, and you'll never not hear the end of this.
Nope. Huge HP. Armor. Alright, so. Okay, of course that didn't save, because why would it?
Oh no!
Go.
Big.
Very
Yep.
big. So do they count
That's-
as restrained?
They are restrained, yes.
Yes! They have 0 move speed!
Well done, Jaxie. You've saved us all.
But now there's two great big snakes in the doorway, hissing at you. They don't seem very happy.
We can do something about that. I don't know about the rest of you, but that looks like breakfast.
I'm not hungry. Thanks.
Could use a nice meal.
Snake does taste pretty good. And there's enough brambles outside you could harvest them down and use them to smoke the meat.
Get some nice rations going.
Yeah. Dry them out, give us a good bit of... I only have 1 day's worth of rations in my backpack, so...
Oh, there
Should we not deal with them before they escape, rather than talking about how to cook them afterwards?
Yeah, okay, we'll do them now.
I'm
Okay.
hungry, okay? And breakfast just walked right in.
All right, well, their initiative 2.
I don't think those creatures walk.
Slithered.
Okay, Joker, I need to adjust your initiative is 13. Normal and normal. Oh, wait.
They both suck.
You know what? I'm gonna use that because that's gonna be more fun anyways. There we go.
How convenient that the enemies
Alright,
together.
so... And let us begin. Oxy! Why on...
Okay, so Oxy is going to start by going invisible. And that's their turn.
Okay. You are still able to see Oxy there and interact with her?
No. What have you done? I had
Okay.
already set them invisible. Yeah.
Okay,
So,
because I've got
yeah,
this little
I've
thing
already-
that allows me to set them as invisible, so... Okay. Alright, that makes it T's turn.
Okay, what's the distance we've got going on here? 25, 30 feet? I can... Yeah.
Yeah, you've got the speed.
Yeah, I've got the speed. Oh my god, stop measuring! So I will move up to one of them and use my good old stabbity stab stab stab. And just to check my features and traits or how this mechanically works again. Yep, good. This does proc my sneak attack, so boop. $19 to
Nice.
hit and chunky damage time. Is 10, and I am going to hmm. And I am going to cunning action dash to pull back. My rakish audacity prevents. I'm not going to go that far. Prevents attacks of opportunity against me. So yeah,
Okay.
very fancy footwork. That's it.
Alright.
And we poke it in the
Joker.
face and jump back.
That works. Anything else you want to do? Or anything else you can do?
No, I'm good. Move.
Alright, Joker. It is your turn.
I'm gonna firebolt the one that T attacked, and I'll be careful not to hit any of the ropes that it's restrained by.
Mhm.
Okay.
4 fire damage.
4 damage?
Yep.
Okay.
And I'm gonna walk over to the cage and say to Sir Talvar, you know, when you said there were snakes in the grass, I didn't think they'd be this big.
Yeah, I probably should have mentioned they were huge, but, you know, when the world's bigger than you, everything's
Yeah, I
huge.
totally get that.
Okay.
That's Joker's turn, by the way.
Alright. Parser.
Okay, so we're going for an Eldritch Blast on the one on the right. So that is going to be 23 to hit,
That'll do it.
and it is going to deal 14 force damage.
Okay.
And then for our bonus action, we're commanding our Oxy to attack with their short bow, so that's set up, and that's my turn. In fact, I will also move over here to where the kobolds are.
Okay. So first we have the one on the left. Okay, you are currently out of reach, so... What I wanted, but... Okay. So, it's going to thrash around and try to escape the trap. What was the dex it's
17.
not getting out with...
Oh, 16. Sorry, 16 was the trap PC.
Well, that one is just thrashing around, trying to get out of this rather restrictive rope. And is failing to do so, so it can't do anything because there's no one in range. This second one is going to try to do the same. With success on that one.
Oh dear.
So the one that breaks free will become our priority target,
Main target. Yeah, sounds good.
but that was its action to escape. So,
Yep.
unfortunately, it can
It
still
might
move.
still just slither over
Yeah.
closer
Yeah,
to you.
it's gonna slither over to you, and it's pretty much just gonna hiss at you. And it is... Let's see here... Oxy. It's Oxy's turn.
Okay. So Oxy is going to move back a bit, and it's going to fire the short bow at this one, at the the free one. So that is
Alright.
it's currently invisible, so it's attacking at advantage,
Woo!
and that is going to be a 21 to hit, and it's no longer
That-
invisible.
Okay, yep, that is a hit.
And could the snake make a Constitution saving throw, please?
Okay.
It's gonna be pretty good at that.
Now you'd be surprised. That's a 20, I think.
Yep, that's fine. Nothing happens. End of turn.
Well, that's kind of boring. Okay. That makes it T's turn.
So I am going to stab. 18 to hit. And for 9 points of piercing damage. And I'm going to move, let's see, how much movement space do I use here to do this? What is that? Or I can do a thing. Yeah. So I've removed the... So I've got my bounce, so I can move through here and not get attack of opportunity by the other snake. And I'm going to follow it up with a stab with my dagger,
Okay.
which is going to be a 14 to hit.
That is still a hit, somehow.
And this is no sneak attack, just regular damage. Ignore the sneak damage. For 6 piercing.
Okay.
And I will just yell at everyone, kill this one! And that's
Yes, thank you. That was the plan.
You see Sir Talavar just sort of cowering in his cage. All right, Joker.
I'm just gonna firebolt. Yeah.
Okay. That is a hit.
5 fire damage.
Okay. You shoot out some fire and smack it right in the nose. It's looking pretty hurt. All right. Anything else you want to do?
Yeah. I'll pick up the cage. Don't worry, cutie. You're safe with us. And I'll walk over to the side of the room.
Oh well, yeah, I need to fix my thing really badly. I have 2 +2 bonuses to my initiative, above my +4 from Dex. Jeez. That's fine.
Okay.
I will just fix it in
All
my
right.
local sheet.
All right. Parser. You.
Okay, so first we use our bonus action to command Oxley to attack on its next turn, and secondly, a stream of a sort of discordant melody comes from Parser, and our snake, the free one obviously, is going to make a wisdom saving throw, please.
Okay. Not its best, but certainly not its worst either.
Okay,
That is a 14.
so that is less than the DC
Nope, sorry,
15.
that's- Well, technically it's a 9, but okay. Yeah, DC 15. Yeah, okay.
So in that case, it can have 3d6 psychic damage, which is going to... Oh, 4d6 because it's up a level. It's going to be 17 psychic damage.
Okay.
And it must immediately use its reaction, if available, to move as far as its speed allows from me. It doesn't move into obviously dangerous terrain, such as fire or pit, but it does run away.
And
Okay.
away from him is back out the way it came.
Or towards you.
Oh yeah, but so that goes into a wall, just 20 feet. Or out
Yeah.
the way it came is as far as it can go, away from him,
Okay.
which is back out the door.
All right. So, Dex. All right. Anything else you want to do, Parser?
No, that's me.
Okay.
So I
Let's
did
see,
command
yeah.
Oxy, so we'll put that back on him.
All right, and it was a 16 to escape.
Yeah, 16 to escape the rope.
Did he not use his reaction at all?
It does not
It's a
escape. So.
But-
Oh, reaction. Okay.
The snake here has to run away with its reaction.
Yeah, it's...
Okay. T, I'm going to give you an attack of opportunity here
Yay.
as it ceased to flee.
Which procs a sneak attack.
Six.
That's what I was wanting.
9. That's gonna be a miss.
Oh,
Oh,
Unfortunately.
no.
And that big snack has left the building.
Mm-hmm.
Literally.
like it can come back after. It can come back on its turn, but for now it's gone.
Okay.
How long does Dissonant Whispers last?
I think it's just the round. So like, yeah.
It just triggers the reaction, I think. And then they run.
Yeah.
And they're
It's
finding their
insane.
turn.
Come on, internet. There we go. Then... Okay, so cast that at second level. Okay. Yep, these guys are definitely not deaf, so yeah. Okay. All right, so the first snake unable to really do anything. Is just still gonna thrash around. And the second snake's gonna come back inside and take a chomp at T.
Yikes! AC 15.
Well, they rolled a.
That's gonna,
Let's
yeah,
actually take a
that's
look.
gonna hit.
That's gonna hit. Yep.
Oh,
Ow!
Okay.
Oh,
That's all.
T, I'm gonna cast Silvery Barb on it.
Oh.
I don't know if I'm close
Ooh.
enough, but I think I am.
You have to reroll the attack.
Within 60 feet.
Yeah.
35.
Okay.
I mean,
Alright,
you
well-
said this tower is already less than 50 feet across.
Mm.
Yeah.
oh.
Still a 20
With the same damage.
with the same damage.
It's
Yeah,
okay, because now you have advantage. I've now decided.
Okay. I have advantage on my next attack.
Yeah.
Yep. It just sort of took a chomp out of your on your arm. So, it is Oxy's turn.
Okay, Oxy is going to shoot it, so... oh. So, that is going to be a... 23 to hit.
That'll do it.
So it once again deals 1 damage. And can you make a Constitution saving throw, please? Or she, or they, whichever they go by.
It. That's a 9.
Okay. So
Nope, that's a 7.
9.
That's 7.
Um,
7.
So on a 7, he is poisoned for a minute. I do have a question about that. So the other like warlock patron familiars like the imp have a thing that's their secondary ability for their DC is if it's 5 below the standard DC. So like the imp has a DC 10 Constitution save, and then if it's 5 less than the normal save, it's the secondary effect. For the sprite, which was released earlier, it's a DC 10 and then a DC 5. But because it uses my spell save modifier, it's like a DC 15 and a DC 5. If I was using like the imp, it would be 15 and 10. What would you rule there? So rules as written, it has to be a 5 or lower.
Okay, I think
that
we
make
should
sense?
probably go by rules as written.
Okay, that's fine. So in that case, it is just poisoned for a minute.
Yay, disadvantage on the snake's attacks.
Exactly.
All right.
For 10 rounds
If it
of
gets
combat
there.
until round 13.
If
I
it
think you'll
survives,
kill it before then.
That is the end of Oxy's turn.
okay. All right, and that means it is now T's turn.
I am
Get him, T.
very displeased. I'm going to go stabbity stab stab. An advantage roll. So 23 to hit. And
All right, that'll do it.
Get out of my way, roll things. Chunks of damage. Followed, so 17 damage total. Followed up by my dagger for the second stab. 16 to hit.
So before you get into that, it had 9 hit points left.
Oh, Okay, if you had 9 hit points left, then I will step across to the other snake,
Oh, wrong snake.
stab it with my 16 to stab. And this will just be a regular d4 of piercing damage, so 2 piercing and bounce with my thing outside of its bite range.
Is it not 6 piercing because it adds your oh, no, it doesn't add your modifier, never mind.
No.
Ignore me.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's... yeah.
Okay. Anything else you want to do?
No, I bounce out of the way and that is all my actions.
Okay. And Joker. That makes it your turn.
Okay. I'll fireball the snake. Oh, wow. Would you look at that?
Ooh.
Whoa!
Nat 20, nice.
It takes 6 fire damage.
Oh, 1 on the crit damage. No.
Alright.
There are some like encouraging cries from the back where the kobolds are headed. Yeah, get them, Joker, get them.
See, Katie, you have nothing to worry about.
It's Sir Talavar.
Of course.
Alright, anything else, Joker?
No, that's my turn.
Alright, Parser, it's your turn.
This is with a
Okay,
critical lack
we
of
are just going
bonuses.
for a Eldritch Blast. 19 to hit,
Alright, that'll do it.
and he can have 11 damage, and we will command the familiar to attack on its next turn.
Okay.
End of turn.
Alright, and this guy's gonna make another, hopefully futile attempt to escape.
Mm-hmm. Damn it.
Oh,
Okay. It is no longer restrained. I don't know that it matters too much anymore, though.
No, we kind of wail on it a lot.
Gonna slither back up to you, T, because you're the first one there.
And I'm
It's just gonna
actively
hiss at you
bleeding.
because it's okay. And it is Oxy's turn again.
so we're at the top of the combat. Is it worth stopping there for the night, or do we
We've
continue?
got 17 minutes, and we may as well kill the
I
I
snake.
mean, the
It's got
snake is
like
probably dead.
it's got like no hit
Yep.
points.
It's
Might as well
it's
finish it.
very injured right now.
We'll
Let's
probably kill it this round. Let's just kill it this round.
Yeah.
13 to hit.
That is a hit.
So 1 damage. I don't know why I rolled that. A DC 15 Constitution save.
Oxy fires toothpicks at
Con
the snake.
saving throw.
Poisoned toothpicks.
Looks like it saves.
Yes, it does. End of turn.
Okay.
I'm going to get on the stabbing it with the stabby. 15 to hit, which brings up 18 damage.
Okay. That'll kill it. How do you want to do this?
One moment. So, having been bitten and thoroughly annoyed by these snakes, I want to ram my rapier in through the eye, through the orbital socket into its brain and starts scrambling the inside.
All right, that'll do it. It thrashes around a bit, hitting the pillars pretty hard. Nothing really happens, but it just sort of curls up and dies. And now you've got two very big snakes that are very much not poisonous.
So,
Hooray! Rations!
daggers out, people. Let's, peel off as much of the snake skin as we can. Smoke and preserve as much of the meat as we can. You know, as much as we can carry comfortably. We don't really have enough rations normally for those of us who eat. Yes, I know, Parser, you and Oxy don't eat food. The rest of us are organic beings that are hungry.
Before we do that, Parser is going to the door and looking out to make sure that there's no, like, other ones waiting in ambush.
Go ahead and give me a perception check.
Okay. A 13.
You do not see anything out there other than, well, what you'd expect to see out there. Some still remaining brambles that survived the path making. Some trees in the distance. Mist. Swamp. Some ogre yelling at a talking donkey in the distance. You think it might be an ogre anyways.
Amazing.
So, what do you like, Sir Talvar? There's plenty of rib meat to go around. Or maybe you want something from the tailbone. Its organs might be nice too.
A bit of meat if you wouldn't mind.
Oh, sure. Do you have a preferred cut?
I don't know. I've never tried snake before.
Everything behind the head and in front of the tail is good.
The tail is good too.
The tail's
Is it
typically got
not
a lot
all
of
tail?
No. They
Well, some of it's got to be neck, right?
so, and T paces out from the back of the head about. This is the neck. Paces out most of the length of it. Gets to the last like few feet. This is the tail. Everything between those, that's a snake. That's the rib cage.
And everything is edible. Well, except for its venom sac.
Relt is looking at this all curiously and finally does emerge from the bed he was in. What happens?
Do you step on any of the traps around your back?
Probably. What do I need to do to avoid those?
Avoid what? Sorry?
The
BC
traps
16.
around Relt's bed. Is that Dex?
Yeah.
Yep, that's a dex save.
Okay.
Oh my god.
There's a well,
Jaxie!
Jaxie, what happens to Relt?
So Relt steps steps onto a bit of rope. It releases the pressure on a bit of wicker, and it flicks him up into the air, suspended by his ankle, and he's just bobbing there on the bit of wicker and rope.
Jaxie, I thought we agreed to just trap the door. Oh, you.
We never agreed that. We agreed to attack small reptiles.
No, get me down!
Got me there.
I'm surprised it got the snakes, actually. They must have just barely got their head in.
Yeah, but like, get me down!
Why?
How high is the ceiling in here?
Let me see if it actually even tells me.
You're, you're not hanging from the ceiling.
Oh, what am I hanging from?
It's only like 5 foot length of wicker cane.
Ah, okay.
So
Oh,
you're
whoops.
just
I made a mistake on the size of this. It's only supposed to be 20 feet in diameter. Oh, well.
This is a small tower.
50 feet tall.
that's
You know
right.
what? The 50 feet in
Yeah.
diameter and 50 feet tall makes it feel more like a tower anyways.
Also makes it
so,
feel more like it wouldn't fall over at its current extreme angle.
Yeah.
yes, that.
So
I imagine probably about 5 stories, 10 feet tall. No. Not hugely tall, but tall enough you can, something big wouldn't really smack its head.
Okay. So Parser is going to free Velt. He's standing beside him. If a Warforged could look exasperated, then he is giving a roll of the eyes to Jaxie.
my traps
Oh my god,
work.
Belle, are you okay?
I'm fine, but you said you wouldn't trap me, Jaxie.
I never said that. I never made any promises at all.
She got you there, Belle.
I know she got me. I know she got me. I was just suspended by my ankle.
Yeah. But you know what this means? You know what this means?
What?
I saved everyone.
Yeah, but you trapped me as well.
Oh,
I saved all of you.
it's okay. Mischief will make it feel better.
My traps work. I
Rusty
saved
will go.
everyone.
Rusty will walk over to Belle and kiss him with Mr. Scape on his cheeks. Mwah. Do you feel better now?
A little.
And Mr. Scape says that when we're older, he'll just laugh about it. When we think back to this moment, maybe tomorrow, maybe in a few years, but you'll laugh about it.
So this is going to be very messy, getting some food out of these snakes. Does anybody want to learn how to skin a snake?
Yes, it might be a interesting and intellectual experience.
Okay. And
Let's get all the kids involved. Let's learn how to skin and prep a snake for eating.
so what we want to do is that we want to take a dagger, we want to try and get under the bottom of the snake. This is much easier with smaller snakes. And we want to run a dagger with the sharp side pointing outwards, under the skin, from under its throat. We want to run all the way along its belly till we get to the tail. Then we want to run the blade around the tail. Then we want to come back up to the neck end and run it around the neck. And then we want to try and pull the skin off, which is really hard to do when they're this big. And once we've done that, we can start cutting into the meat between the ribs. That's where all of the good meat is. Now, normally you wouldn't bother.
Good thing they have lots of ribs.
Normally, with a smaller snake, you wouldn't bother about this. You would just slice under the belly and let them pull all the guts out. See? But as she lifts a little bit of meat flap up, there's too many guts in this. There's just way too much. So we'll just cut the meat out from between the ribs. Do you want a survival check for how much meat I can get?
Yeah.
Okay.
Imagine with a huge creature like this, you could get probably several days worth of rations out of this.
That is an 11.
Yeah, you do manage to get a decent amount of meat off of the bones.
Yeah. And then, while we don't have a lot of supplies, we can make some. We can make some snake stew right now. As she reaches into a pack and pulls out a cooking pot. Somebody want to get some of those brambles from outside and make a fire?
Yes,
On it.
Okay.
I can try.
And we want to smoke as much of the meat as we can so that we can keep it for a while. I don't know.
Oh, Miss T, Miss T.
Yeah.
We don't have to go outside. We can use all the stick that's by Routes Bad.
No, my trap!
Sticks.
Alright, well, he does have a good point. You could use some of the wicker from the balloon that's caught several stories up.
It is likely to be drier if the floods rose over the brambles anyway. I've lost my tongue.
We actually want the brambles that are wet because they'll smoke better. They'll make more smoke for smoking the meat. If they're too
Archer's-
dry, they'll burn too hot.
Parser is obviously quite inexperienced in smoking meat.
There is a reason T is proficient in survival.
Alright, so it sounds like you guys want to gather some bramble.
Yeah.
Yes, please.
Okay, go ahead and give me a survival check. We'll put it equal. We'll put the DC at 11.
Okay.
Equal to the AC of what they were, because it's kind of a similar thing.
I'll
Of course, you guys
have
did.
Oxy help, so it's advantage for myself.
I mean, like, T's just gonna pick up the brambles that had already been cut down.
Okay, yeah, that'll work. I'll give you that 8 there.
Yeah.
Parser, you're able to grasp onto some of it very carefully and gently cut it off. Joker, you're a little overconfident and you just grab it and it pokes you quite a bit there. I'm not going to take any HP off for that, but...
Ow. I should just use Mage Hand for this.
Now, this was interrupting our long rest, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It did interrupt your long rest, yes. But I'll still count it anyways.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So we will just try and get this much meat harvested before it starts rotting and get it smoking and
Oh, right.
get
We're
Parser
finishing our
to
long rest.
watch the... Actually, yeah. He will instruct...
And
He
let
will
me
instruct
just do...
Parser on what to watch for as the meat's smoking.
Okay.
Okay.
Because that really hurt. And I need my hit points back. I'm at half health.
Alright. We'll go ahead and end it there. You guys can click the long rest button on your character sheets. I think they're present on both the Roll20 and... or 20, the Foundry, and the D&D Beyond one. Sorry, way too much. Did a lot on Roll20. Still do from time to time. Yeah, and we'll go ahead and end it there. And we'll see y'all next week.
Bye-bye.
Yeah,
Hi.
Thanks, Glenn. I hope y'all had fun.
I did.
8 and 19 for important rolls. Okay.